Okay, I think we are good here for this new race of lightning speed racing. We are here for Group 2 today, round 4, in the beautiful city of Suzuka in Japan. A superb track. We're gonna have a race today. Before going any further into that qualifying session that just started right now, I'm gonna say who I am. I am Gao Chao, full-time, you're full-time for this season, Group 3 commentator. Also a group to reserve for this league year. Lightning Speed Racing. Hope all is doing well. And I'm gonna go on some drivers already are on the outlap for this short qualifying session. 18 minutes of action here in Suzuka. I think we have all the things good for this quali session. So yeah, I'm alone today for this commentary like all the times, so nothing changed right there. So yeah, we'll see for this fourth round. Last round we had our first different winners after the two first rounds were won by Breakfast King. We had Asian Persuasion winning the Silverstone Grand Prix last time, but Breakfast King still leading the driver championship in front of Asian Persuasion. Formula Jonah not too far back also. In the Constructor Championship, we have, I think, Red Bull still leading. The Constructor, we'll see. 2 seconds. No, Williams now leading the Constructor with 84 points. Red Bull is second behind with 71 points. So we already some driver on their laps. I don't know which one started at first. I think Alcoy is the lap. Oreo also. We'll follow Oreo into his first high lap of the qualifying. Suzuka, I think, a track that a lot of people like. Also, I think people can not like it, but most people like it. Like Owen said it in the group G2 stream on his favorite track, and I think most people love this track. It's still pretty tricky track in some section, but I think it's pretty nice, sure. So we'll follow Oreo to sector 2 time. Now we'll see finish sector 2 very soon. And it's gonna be 1-12-3 in the second sector for the Kick Sauber team. Sauber is doing, I think, from the moment mid-season. I think I'll see where they are, but like they're in the middle, battling for middle position for some points. 30.3 for Oreo, 31.8 for the ass of TRP. Other reserves today, some reserves, some reserve are there today, like some guy did 34.3. Also, Yinsen Void, another reserve Canadian driver, and Jonah getting fastest lap in the Williams, 29.5. He's not a reserve, he's a full-time driver. Incredible stuff by Jonah here. Pretty good lap. But we have 18 drivers on the grid today. We have Moni that already have retired from this session here in the ass. We will see the others. What they're going to do. XOD, that is the second lap time in the Mercedes, 29.9. XOD, another driver that we see almost all a weekend. Breakfast coming to the line. It's going to be fastest lap for Breakfast King, 28.7. Almost a whole second in front of Formula Jonah for the Red Bull driver. Owen FC getting the P3 at the moment, 29.6. With Aston Martin. Also Owen doing a pretty good season. I think did 2 podiums this season already. One in the opening round at Texas and one in Silverstone, remember well. So pretty good season for him. We saw Ferrari there in the grass. We have Zebo. At last time Silverstone was pretty quick, but got some incidents going into the race that like make him lost position, but still had a good qualifying. He showed he had pace in Silverstone. We're gonna see if he can have pace also here in Suzuka. Well, clearly Red Bull all there to try to maybe catch up the points they have lost to Williams at last Grand Prix that made them lost the lead of the Constructor Championship. Clearly the battle for the moment is clearly between Red Bull and Williams for that Constructor Championship. But we'll see now. Zebo coming to the line. Can he match his teammate? Nobody can go P2 just behind him, 29.5 in front of Jonah. P2 is a 1 to Red Bull at the moment. In this qualifying session with Evo getting a lap, but I want to see Asian where he's at. He's there. I don't think he's on the fast lap. He doesn't validate his lap, his first racing lap. Racing Uncle, we had some prediction in the chat that Racing Uncle will gonna win this race. We'll see how he does for his first flying lap. What can Uncle do on the line? It's gonna be 28.7, very very close to Breakfast King, and apparently DJ in the Discord chat was right. Uncle has some pace for that Japan GP. Maybe he's contention for the win. We'll see. Ewok down the lap. We'll see how he finish it. In the McLaren 11.6 in the second sector, looking pretty good for Ewok. We'll see. Last section of corner. Gonna be Ewok 29.5 P3 for the McLaren driver. Not bad at all for Ewok, the UK drivers from the UK. Ewok here. We'll see 3-2s on the lap. I think Asian also another lap. 3-2s. Asian is in front of 3-2, so we gotta follow Asian through his lap. Sector 2 at the moment is going on for Asian Persuasion. Some got retired. One P10. So you can go higher than that in that qualifying session. I think both also retired of the session. I don't know. It's 10.8 in the second sector. It's purple apparently from the game in the second sector for Asian Persuasion. We'll see how that's come. How it's gonna be at the end with the last corner being taken by Asian Persuasion going to the line. It's gonna be for the Thai driver 28.473 is provisional pole. But provisional pole for the Williams driver here. 3/10 in front of Breakfast King and Uncle. Sensational lap by Asian. 3-2s did a 31.0, putting him in P11. Karma on the lap from the Ferrari. We have a McLaren pretty slow in front of him. I think Seawoke because WZ is still in the pits at the moment. Yeah, DJ. I was saying we got 5 cents on Uncle, and Uncle presently in P3. So we'll see if the 5 cent work for DJ there. Not a big bet, but still, he can win. Maybe I don't know what is the like, yeah, what's the bet? But you know, we'll see. I know it's time 2, time 3, time 4, but you never know. 28.960 Karma getting the P4 here at the moment in qualifying. So we have still 2 drivers not set the lap. Box being retired. Dubsy, I don't know. We'll see later if we're gonna come out for setting a lap. But almost everyone has set a lap, and we're gonna go to the pits with 9 minutes remaining to that qualifying session here. After that qualifying session, short quali, we're gonna have a 50% race here in Suzuka, like always, the same format as most of the race, because only 2 are going to be different. I think at the end of the first part of the season, so race 6, round 6, we're going to have a sprint weekend, and at the end of the season, in round 12, the final, we're going to have a full qualifying session before the 50% race. That's it. But today is still the normal format with short quali and 50% race here in Suzuka. We'll follow to see if anyone is going to try to do a second run before the end of the session. I think yes, but 8 minutes. I think you have time to do 8 minutes and go out again at the end when they're going to stay like 2 minutes or 3 minutes left of the session. You can re-go out again of the pits and do another lap. We'll see XOD on an out lap. We're going to start very soon. Finding Jonah on a lap also and Owen. So we'll follow them. Why not? To fast driver, we know their pace. We know they can do some a good thing here in G3. So that's what they can do now. Jonah is coming in the end of his lap earlier than what Owen's going to come. Earlier than when Owen's going to come to the end of his lap. So we'll follow Jonah to start here. 7:30 left to this qualifying session. 130R for Jonah now coming to the last couple of corners of the track. The American driver. Going to be what's on the line. Deploy use Nova battery that can be used for Jonah. It's only 29.1 P5 for Jonah at the moment. Not bad at all. We're going to follow Ferrari is in void at upgrade stand by 2 seconds. Not bad. And Owen, what are you going to do? improving by 1/10 in the second sector. Can he improve it more in the third sector? We'll see what the British driver can do. It'll be a 29.42, 2/10, almost 3 improvement for Owen in P6 behind Jonah by a good margin. Debo also on his lap. The Red Bull driver will follow him through his lap. His sector 1 purple apparently from the minimap. Not sure if it's valid information, but if it is, he's looking pretty good in that first sector. We'll see how the other sector is going to be for Debo. I think it's a South African driver, actually, number 8 in the Red Bull. Red Bull like earlier doing a great season. They're P2 in the Construction Championship, battling for the first place. And yeah, Breakfast can leading the championship, so obviously pretty good for the Austrian team. We'll see in 52 was going to be the time of Debo. Oh yeah, lost some time in the. I think somewhere. I think lock up in the turn where we take in his POV. So not super proud lap by Debo there. He's valid. Oh, okay, didn't see that. On the first place. For the Ferrari, I think they're on the lap still. We'll see if they can improve. I'm not sure. He's in Voy. Still pretty far back anyone. 32.4. We'll see if he can do even better. That's gonna be forceful for him. Alkovic started his lap. But Racing Uncle also started earlier, so we're gonna follow him. The Swiss driver. They're from Switzerland. Switzerland, I think? Yeah. Number 24 in the Visit Cash app. Really carrying his team. No teammate today for Racing Uncle. I think DJ is there. DJ was there sometime to Herbie. Oh yeah. Like service, I think so. Anyway, I have a memory of a fish, but still. Racing Uncle now coming to the end of his lap. We'll see if he can be in front of Breakfast King onto the line. No, he can't. 28.6 for Racing Uncle, 1/10 improvement. Yeah, 1.5 stents. So now we're gonna follow us, number 13, the Sauber. We're in a black car coming at the end of sector 2 now. Rio 11, 8 and sector 2, 1.5 tenths of improvement. 1.5 improvement. Last corner, last chicane. There we go. You cannot use battery anymore. On the line. 29.8, 1/10 improvement. P9 for the Sauber of Aski here. Okay, now we have Exodi on his lap, also the Mercedes. We'll see what Exodi can do. Oof, a bit wide here. A little slide, I think. Push the grass a bit. So what he can do, in the remainder of his lap. In the east side here, try to not block up. And down to 2, 3, 4. Exodi knowing him from Star Cup, I know pretty good in the Star Cup, so yeah. G3 also is doing pretty good performance. We saw it last season and now invalid it. But clearly Exodi is a pretty good base. Karma actually at moment P4. Or not so. Oof. There, he take the big. This is not so good and going very wide here. Not a superb lap at the moment for Karma. Did some errors. We'll see if he can improve even with that this mistake, but I don't think so. We'll see. That's what he can do. Karma and the Ferrari we don't usually see him in the top position. Pretty rare, but if Suzuki one of his best truck, maybe we can see him there. Very interesting. Obviously, other car equal also. We can see some drivers at some track being like really better than what they are usually. Dubsy retiring, not setting a time in this session. Karma is not improving because of his mistake that we saw earlier. TRP improving clearly. He did some big mistakes, sure. So yeah, we're gonna wait for anyone else that are on an out lap to start another fast lap with 2 minutes left to qualifying now. Oh, not a lot of time left. Asian's on the lap. We'll see what he can do if he can extend even bigger gap to the second one and like guarantee this pole. We'll see what Asian can do there. And the Williams sector 2 is again purple, almost 3/10 improvement. Can he go maybe below the 28 mark? I think pole in G2 was 27.3. We'll see what Aizen can do right now. 28-0. 4/10 and off improvement for Aizen Persuasion. At the moment, it's 6/10 in front of Racing Uncle. Incredible lap by Williams, by Aizen Persuasion. It was a flyer here, sure. Evoke starting his lap right now in the McLaren will follow him into onboard. Cam, why not doing this onboard with Evoke? A little lock up here. We earned it on the SS section here in Suzuka. OCI managed to do it. Evoke, British driver. Also, he commanded G2 earlier with Owen. Was a pretty good job by them. We'll see. We're gonna do a full onboard lap with Evo. Onboard of Suzuka. Oh, entering sector 2. Doing it here. Lock up, second gear. Inside, going all the way to the outside curb in the exit. Follow him to the end of his lap. Gonna come to the end of sector 2 pretty soon. There, here, very nice. Nicely done. No invalidating. Still have some battery to use for the end of his lap. Gonna be a 110 improvement in the second sector. It's 130R. The last bonus. Full tricky braking zone. Using all the track here on the entry. Being jumping on the power on the exit. And Evo gonna set a 29.5, not even improving for Evo. We're going to broadcast cam with Owen on lap. But who's close to finishing his lap? I think it's a Sauber. I think it's Oreo. It's still finishing at 2/10 improvement in sector 2. We got Bogues getting P5 right there. 29.1 and Mercedes. Big lap by Bogues. Oreo coming to the line very soon. Improving by less than sector 2. Almost 5/10. We'll see how that plays him. Oreo. All freaking to the line. Gonna be 29.9. 4/10 improvement just behind his teammate. Just their Evo finish. No, Owen, I think. Owen going to the line. 28.9 speed 6 for Owen. Debo got to P4 with 28.796. Carmine's finished, no improvement. We still have Racing Uncle going. Can he snack? Paul, no, he hasn't validated. He hasn't validated. So he's still on track for a lap. There's the only one remaining. This has gone a bit too fast for me. Didn't see everything. Well, not a lot of drivers that has improved at the end. We'll see what XOD can do. Where he's gonna place for the start of this round 4. 29.8. And so Aizen Persuasion by 6/10 is gonna take pole position. Incredible stuff. And he retake where he left last round after his win at Silverstone. A dominating win at Silverstone. There is a dominating qualifying by Aizen Persuasion. Racing Uncle following him in second. Breakfast King third. Debo in fourth. 3 and 4 for the Red Bulls. Karma 5th. Owen 6, 7 Bows, 8 Jonah, 9 Evo, 10 XOD. This is the top 10 for that qualifying session. We're gonna ask this now to the we're gonna attend to the 2-minute break here. Let the drivers decide their strategy, put the good number of lap fuel in, tweak their setup if necessary, and yeah, it's gonna be it. I'm gonna be doing some team strategy. I know Debo and Breakfast King starting 3 and 4 can clearly help them. Maybe trying to do a push for the first position, but clearly Asian seems to have a good pace, but we saw Racing Uncle improving in the end. That could have gone maybe a little closer to Asian Persuasion. But sadly, yeah, he invalidated his lap at the end. So we'll see how that how that turns out. But we are set to have a very good race. I think no rain today in Japan. Gonna be a sunny race. And yeah, we'll see. We hope to have a clean race. I think last time we didn't have safety cars, so we hope the same today. Yeah, that'll be it. This morning we had the Spa-Francorchamps Grand Prix. Had some rain in the beginning that delayed the race, but we had finally the race a little later, and it was pretty boring race, I think. After the rain phase, one of the best race I think I've watched. In the best race, but you know, I think it's like that. It's DRS train and nobody have to pass, and everyone was trying to save tire to go to the end with the medium tires. So yeah, and Norris did too many mistakes that cost him surely the win in real life. So yeah, you know, we could have got a good battle at the end for the win between Piastri and Norris. Sadly, we didn't get it. But yeah, one of the best races. There was no all the 3 to 7 was third position to 7 was 2 seconds gap between each other. Not the best. We hope we have a better Grand Prix in Hungary next week in real life, and after that we're gonna have the all summer break in August. We'll see how that's gonna. We'll see if it's gonna benefit any driver. And yeah, should have start pretty soon. And we have it. 2, 3, 4, and 5 red lights. And away we go. Here we are racing here in Suzuka for round 4 of LSR Group 3. Ace Persuasion keeping the lead in the first turn. We'll see how they develop. Oaks going pretty wide here in the first lap. Some position changing. We'll put all the information we want to see. We're gonna wait till lap 1 to check if they're gonna do the tires. That's all. There we go. We have how many people? Medium tires on for most people. We have 3 drivers on softs and 1 driver on R's. With a yellow flag behind. I don't know what's happening. Nothing. No safety car. Already some battles here. TRP getting position on both. Both losing some pretty lot of position in the beginning. He was in top 10 to start. Now he's losing a lot of position. He's on soft, so he should have a good place at the beginning. Don't know what's happening with Volks there. Was going a bit wide at the beginning. Also the race. Well, at the end of lap 1, we're gonna check position change to see where everyone has moved. But the top 3, top 4 even has stayed the same at the beginning. The 2 Red Bulls still 3 and 4. We're seeing the strategy right there. Possible for some drivers, medium stops. That seems to be the strategy, but I don't know. Maybe we're gonna see 1 stop, 2 stops. I don't know. The uncle already getting out of the DRS range of 80 Persuasion, 31.772. Fastest lap for racing. We'll see position change right there. Also a little error at the end of the lap for racing. So we have Owen getting a first in 1 position, Evo 3 position, so 3 position, Ariel 4 position. Big loser are Karma and Belks losing 6 and 5 position. And Evo there making the pass on Owen. Owen getting attacked now by XOD, putting pressure on. And now we have us coming to the grass here. I'm only behind against 6th position. Jonah now lost 5. I think he got a contact or a mistake for Jonah, because he was in top 10 now, down to P13. Some guy making the move here on the TRP. TRP going to the gravel. Dubsy still taking the pass, and this boy going pretty wide. 3, 2, 1 to pass. He's gonna do it right there. Oh, sliding a bit tricky condition, but yeah, the big winner clearly I think are Evoke, Oreo, and Moni. Big losers, Jonah, Karma, Box are big losers. Breakfast keep making the pass on Racing Uncle here already. That's not good for a DJ prediction. Not really good for this prediction here. But refreshing taking P2 here in the 130R. But 2.6 already the gap in Asian and the second driver. We'll see how that turn the development throughout the race. But yeah, it's looking to be another domination win by Asian today after Silverstone. Lap 3 starting now here in Japan. A little train records from your uncle and Thibaut. All three Red Bull family car really can out each other. Evoke in 5th with Evoke XOD following with the DRS range behind. The less than 1 second gap is behind Oreo. Is a little bit alone with no DRS from in front, but no one behind him as DRS. Karma and Both are together, and we have a group from 11 to 14, all in a DRS train. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yellow flag here. It's 3-2. That's spun out here. He's now in pits. The only driver that started on hards. Now as spun. We'll see. Owen is pretty close to Ewell. 4/10, 3/10 only. Maybe he can try to pass into the main straight line. With Uncle now pretty close also. We'll see what he can do if he can retake his second position here. And with DRS. Lap 4 now starting. Asian Persuasion still leading by 3 seconds now. Can Russian Uncle try a move here? He's at the inside, but he's a bit too far for anything. Owen, he's not too far. He's gonna go for it. Owen going around the inside. He will trying to still being side by side, but stay behind. Not trying to be too dangerous in the early stage of the race. Only lap 4. Still have 23 to go. Ooh, we have still some time to race. And XOD following, hoping for an incident to try to earn the benefits from and earn the position up, and trying to benefits from the battle in front of him. Come on, Vokes now to catch Oreo. A little train forming there from 8 to 10. Interesting to see. Going on P12, and followed by some kind and Monin behind. We'll see if Jonah can recover after his bad start, or maybe it's a mistake. He got an unfortunate start, a bad start, call it whatever you want, but he lost some position at the start, with his teammate being leading by 3.6 seconds there. Vokes getting the pass on Karma. It's almost side by side, inside, but with the softs. I think Vokes getting the better exit than Karma for P9 here in the Mercedes. Mercedes and Ferrari battling, and like the good old days. And now Karma trying a launch on the inside, force Boke going out of the track. Boke's now back to P10. Maybe Karma should give him back position. I don't know what happened. I don't know if Brooks misses breaking point, or if Karma just like with his dive bomb push Brooks out of the track. But yeah, for the top now with still this Red Bull following Racing Uncle now. Racing Uncle retaking position while I was not watching him. Now still in P2. So the best they can get for the moment is P2. Lap 5 was out of 27. Now into this race, and I'm seeing laps every lap. And Karma, the first one to get a 2-second penalty today in the Ferrari, and he's now getting passed again by Boakes. Two side by side, little slide or error from Boakes. Karma stay in front. Some guy in position on Jonah. Jonah is still side by side trying to fight, but some guy take it out of the hands of Jonah. 3-2 getting a second penalty, and the back second driver to get it today. Devo is slightly losing DRS on his teammate. Yellow flag with Ferrari. It's Isenvoy. I think he had contact with maybe 3-2s. His car is looking pretty dirty. I think he got the gravels. Yeah, you have broken front wing. Same thing for 3-2. They have broken front wing also. We'll see if they can make it to the pit safely. And Owen already in the pits. five laps on the medium or in the, I don't know if you have damage. It's pretty early. Yeah, no, you don't have any. Don't have any damage, but new art tires for Owen. Pretty bold move by Owen here. The new arts this early. I don't know if they can go to the end of the race. 20 laps seems fair in the other games, but on this game I don't know. On F125 I don't know. Only 5 laps on the medium tires. I don't know. I think they, but even for pitting also, but obviously you have the broken front wing. So we'll see how what the other are gonna do as a strategy, but I don't think that was. I don't know, maybe. Maybe he's gonna do medium or medium. That's possible. Yeah, that's really possible. We'll see what Owen does in his race. Some guy now past Alcoic. Us getting the software are starting to lose some performance, surely. Maybe trying to start to take like the ascendant on the stuffs. Refreshing retake his position on Racing Uncle. The two gonna fight the team till the end for the second position. Debo has lost the DRS, but still in no man's land. 1.5 the gap in front of him, and 2.5 the gap behind of him. A bit the same thing for Ewok. And Racing Uncle retaking his position here in turn 1 on Breakfast King, taking the P2 again. You have Moni and Jonah battling there. Moni taking position in the P12 now for Moni Moboro. Algerian driver. At least you have the Algerian flag in the gate. I saw it early on. So yeah. Good move by Moni. We saw him doing good performance in the I think earlier rounds. In round 1 or 1-2 was there. After we have not seen him too much, I don't think he's a full-time driver in this class. So yeah. That's pretty nice. That's still you saw he had some pace earlier on, so we'll see. Oh yeah, some guy getting position after position now. Up to P8, he passed Carmen Vokes. Some guy looking to have very good pace. Also, I think has deconnected because he's in Ghost. Maybe a little problem with us. I don't know if I can maybe invite him again or I don't know. Maybe we can check. We can check, but nothing to lose. I don't remember. Oh, that's not 1 minute ago. I don't know, disconnect. If he come back online, I'll try to invite him. We'll see. Breakfast King now losing DRS almost on Racing Uncle. He's still avid for this straight line, but Racing Uncle may be getting more pace than Breakfast King at the moment. We'll see. 7-10 now the gap. We'll see if Breakfast King can manage to keep the DRS. Lap 8 and now Karma gonna try to move on the inside to turn 1 on some guy, and he does it perfectly. But no, now he's back to P10. Both past him. Some guy also. So a bit of a rough exit and turn 1 for Karma. Moni is now want to earn benefits from that error of Karma. We'll see if he can take the position there. Moni in the A. That could get him to the top 10. So the Owen early stop I don't understand yet because no one has done the same at the moment. He has fit like lap 6. But the others are still following. And can while still continue the race. I think maybe most people are gonna try one stop because like you could do for sure like maybe 12-15 or 10-17, 11-16. I think like that could be good. Yeah, that's what we're thinking. Askin Ghost here. His internet is not working superbly, sadly. So yeah, we'll see all. For this, with Breakfast King managed to keep DRS and he's pretty close to Racing Uncle. We'll see if he can try to move again for second place here. The two Red Bull family drivers. A bit too far, we're gonna go! Nah. Racing Uncle defend the line. Blue flag now here. I think they're coming maybe to back markers. And yeah, the EI of us in the pits here. When you saw in the McLaren also Dubsy in the pit. After 8 laps on softs. They are pitting. I think the Ghost gonna follow the strategy that us have followed, as said before, like before the race. So we'll see. Some guy has passed also Oreo now in P7. Some guy is flying on track at the moment. He's gained so much position in the last few laps. Don't know what is happening with some guy, but going pretty fast. Yeah, pretty nice by some guy here. Breakfast King still trying to keep DRS with Racing Uncle, and now Asian is leading by 6 seconds on Uncle. He is doing little. It's pretty easy at the moment for Asian. Nothing to worry about. Don't want to jinx it. A 6-second gap is pretty nice for him. Now the gap between Debo and his teammates is 4.4. They are expanding. Debo is a bit alone, attempting for the evoke. Guy now is escaping a bit from Oreo. Us getting his back into the lobby, but still in Ghost. We'll see if he can get back in his car soon. Was new medium for him and Dubsy when they pitted on lap 9. Now lap 10 is starting out of 27 with AZ across the line not a long time ago. And now we have Oreo into the pits with his medium tires after 10 laps. He's putting new medium, so commenting to the 2 stops here for Oreo. We'll see how that's gonna turn out for the Sauber here. And yeah, Usk is back in his car. There we go. Breakfast now without DRS. I think there's a little back marker in front of them, the Ferrari. I think it's Jason Boy. He's in Ghost, maybe it's cause something, maybe he has slowed down people, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see maybe later on. But yeah, now breakfasting no more into the DRS of Racing Uncle. 1.4 now the gap. We'll follow Moni. With Moni pretty close to Vokes. 3/10 the gap between the Ass and the Mercedes. But the clearly 10 laps, almost 10 laps old softs for Vokes are clearly starting to lost a lot of performance compared to the medium tires. We'll see if Vokes pit this lap. Lap 11 starting now. With AZ crossing the line. Moni is very close to the 130R. Now last 4 corners. We'll see if Vokes pits is gonna pass by Moni. Yes, he's gonna go into the pit and Moni's gonna follow him. And Ewok also in the pit in front in the McLaren. And even Karma in the pit, so we just touched the board here for Moni. Okay. I think it was like the speed board, speed limiter board, I don't know. New mediums here for Moni. Oh, Ewok gonna putting new arts. Vokes putting new arts. Also, both with new mediums. You have also Karma with new arts. So yeah, some people with new arts like Ewok and Karma. People with new mediums like Vokes and Moni. That's all. We'll follow still. We can see who has stopped yet. We can see that for sure. You see stop here. 1 stop for everyone except 3-2's TRP and the top 7. That's it. Well, now we have some guy coming onto XOD. Or some guys, I don't know, have a secret base that now he has revealed. I don't know. But he's flying and now I'm back to catch XOD. We'll see if we can pass him soon. It's pretty close, so surely on the straight line with DRS you're gonna have a shot at it. With the little distance that are between him and XOD. Racing Uncle into the pit. The RB Racing Bull is into the pit, so I saw arts for him. I substituted arts for the Swiss driver. And pit stop by the team. By the Racing Bull team. Red Bull Debo in the pits also. XOD same in the pits. All winning a second penalty. The 3rd driver to get it today. And so Debo with the new art tires and XOD. The Mercedes driver gonna have new art also. So the 3 drivers that are pitted, Debo, XOD, and Uncle with new art tires back to the track, back to racing for these 3. Now we have still TRP and the top 4 not pitted yet. Yes, and Void, the 4th driver, get a 2-second penalty. here for multiple warnings here. Remember that the track limits are in severe and not standard. That's why we see sometimes a lot of 3 second penalty. Well, now we don't have so not racing uncle with new tires, new art tires are gonna surely be faster and a lot faster than Jonah now. Here, we'll see how we're gonna manage traffic with Jonah here. I surely don't want to be like overcut or be black and last time on Breakfast King. Bit wider for racing uncle. Asian is pitting the leader of the race. Williams into the pits. New yards for Asian Persuasion. The Breakfast King has followed Asian into the pits. We'll see what the Red Bulls put on. Coming to his box. His box a bit far. I think in Japan, the box are set differently. The top teams are at the back, and the last teams are at the front. Some guys in the pits. Yards. Jonas on the pits. New yards. I think all these people putting new yards are going to do one stop for sure. So yeah, Asian really going back to first place here. 3-2, 3 second penalty, second one of the Grand Prix for him. Jonah is coming back into P14. TRP also in the pits. As you are tired for him. That's gonna go to the end for sure. If you can do 13 laps on medium, I think you can do 14 or like 15 in arts for sure. No question. I'm just a bit worried about Owen Tragedy because yes, he has P4, but 7 laps all arts. Going to the end is gonna be pretty risky take, but we'll see. He's now almost in the DRS of Breakfast King, I think, with the faster tire that Breakfast King gonna have. Clearly, Breakfast King gonna escape from Owen pretty quickly in this race. But we'll see if Owen manages to keep with him. The gap down to 1 second. And Racing Uncle now has get clearly bigger gap between him and Breakfast King. 3 seconds almost now is the gap between the Red Bull and the Racing Bulls here. Yeah, two Mercedes together with also Usk, Dubsy, Moni, and Oreo. 13-8 is a little group here. And Usk is losing position. I think he lost internet again, or maybe it will disconnect. I don't know. But it's back now, so maybe it will disconnect something. Because he was going straight, so a little problem for Usk again. Very unlucky today, Usk. Karma and Jonah battling here, coming into place on Jonah. And a little three drivers group here. Dubzil's in position. Only taking P10 here, the Algerian driver. XOD and Wilkes following each other. The Mercedes maybe trying to help each other. Maybe gain some time, maybe catch back some guy that's now P7. Oh, we'll see the gain position. Like a 9 position gained by some guy, and 8 by Moni, 6 by Dubsy. Big lose for Jonah and Karma with 8 position lost and 6 position lost. But yeah, Moni, Dubsy, and some guy did an incredible job since the beginning of this race. He had some hidden pace that we saw now, you are seeing now, and that's incredible stuff. Oh, yeah, some Malton driver, reserve driver today in that Group G race. Will return to seeing the tires and will follow the race with Owen still trying to keep up with Breakfast King even with his older tire. 31.3, the fastest step now going to Asian Persuasion. Again, 15 out of 27, and that's pretty dominating for the moment with a 9.8 second gap for Asian Persuasion. Also, we have battling Oreo as Dubsy up pretty close. And Jonah in Karma. Jonah is pretty close to enjoying another second penalty. Now 6 for the Williams driver. Not the best. And Oreo try to move on Dubsy for P11 here. DRS now. Jonah, he can try to move on Karma here. The Williams thing P13 on the Ferrari and XOD and Boaks. Now switching position in Mercedes. So I think it's already now in front. I don't know. I saw a little movement into Mercedes. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Alwyn, I think, start to lose the RS now with 9 laps. Old R's with the breakfast king tires getting up to temperature. And he's gonna be the dream for Owen there. We'll see how he manages and what strategy he's gonna do till the end. But his interesting interesting what Owen gonna do. I don't think gonna do one stop, but pretty risky, Maybe if he has safety go right now, it's gonna be good for him. But the yellow flag is at the back, 3 I think it was. Yes, it is. And now into the gravel, going into the Aram Cove thing, and now he's going straight to the wall. And he's now back out of this. Okay, bro. I don't know out of this, not retire him, but yeah. Now we have some big damage in the front wing that clearly AC on the mission for sure. 10.3 seconds the gap in the lead. Janice, welcome to the stream. Big mission for AC today. Like Silverstone is looking, it's a copy paste formation at the moment, so we'll see if that maintain. And you just have to bring the car home. And yeah. Carmona retaking the place on Jonah, the two battling pretty hard for pick 13. With Box and now Moni, it's still this little three drivers group. Two Mercedes and the ass following them. So that turns out at the top, no one have DRS on each other, so I can't really do anything. Or we also have DRS on Dubsy, you can maybe fight a bit. But I didn't see any attack from Oreo early on. So no, we'll see now. So the battle in front, we'll follow them also. But yeah, pretty calm race. Nothing big happening for the moment. Lap 16 out of 27. So yeah. Now we're coming to 130 air with that little group of Mercedes and the ass. We'll see if Bo's gonna try to move on his team. We see Uncle getting fastest lap now. He's changing fastest lap owner. Remember that 18 also got pole. So and Owen in the pit. Second pit stop for Owen. He has pitted on lap 5 and now pitted again. Gonna be new medium tires for Owen till the end. A 2-stop strategy, alternate strategy for Owen. Interesting to see how it's gonna turn out. Bit risky, but we'll see. We'll see. Interesting to see for sure. Canadian Cat French champ. I'm gonna see what is the point difference between the two right now. So we have 24 points difference between Asian and Breakfast King. So at the moment, he cannot overtake him in the championship because 24 points. You're gonna get 25, 26 because he got pole. Also Asian, but Breakfast King gonna still get 15 with P3. I think the gap after this race, if it stay like this, it's gonna be 10 points or 9 points in the two. Breakfast King gonna still lead after the race if it stay like this. And Boxing second penalty there. So yeah, Aizen can catch until the end of not today, but he can catch for sure later on in the season. Some guy is coming with DRS on Ewoke now. So yeah, 210 stops in the pits for the second time today. Or tonight, depending on where you are. Oscar also following him, and 10-second penalty for us here. I think it's a bit more in the end for him, but I don't know if maybe he'll continue even with that. New art for Dubs and new minion for us here. We'll follow if some guy can try and move on Evoke. Well, some guy is impressive today. Try at the back, almost the back. And yeah, now he's now P6 and now trying to battle for that P5. So pretty impressive by some guy. And still this group here with Box and XOD. Box gonna go for it here. Bit the risky place to go. Two Mercedes teammate. Box decides to be, I know, still goes around the inside here. And XOD can't do anything. What a move by Box. Positional stuff. But Moni now wants to try also to bat on XOD. Can he do it? Not a lot of place for Moni to try anything. So yeah. Some guy now gonna try to move on Ewok for P5, and some guy takes the position into turn 1. Pretty good move, pretty classy move by some guy here. And Moni now getting the move, 2-second penalty for Moni, but he gets the move done on the two Mercedes. XOD is now back in front of Bogues. But Moni is now in front of the two Mercedes. And now XOD getting away from the grass. That makes Bogues retakes the ascendant on his teammate there. Ewok is already losting some guy. I don't think Ewok gonna have the rest in the next area zone on some guy is creating a gap. Oscar and TRP battling in the back here. To follow this group, we have Owen coming on Jonah with fresher tires, 2 lap old medium compared to 6 lap old R's. We'll see how that turns out. We have also Oreo just behind, not too far. That could be interesting. So that's for the last point available. We'll do another bit on penalties. So we have 3 seconds for Moni, Bogues, Jonah, Owen, Karma, and Dubsy. 10 for Usk, 6 for 3-2s, and 3 for Isenboy, and now we have 6 for Karma. And Isenboy in the pits. Now the Ferrari in the pits. So I'm getting the fastest lap here with a 1:31.1. We'll see if we can catch Debo. With 7 laps to go, lap 20 out of 27. I think 28 laps to go. To count the 20th lap. 3-2's getting another second penalty. Oreo in the pits now. Yeah, Sauber into the pit lane. New softs for him till the end. It's gonna be it for the boy Oreo. We're also put softs on. Basically goes now. I think disconnect from the race. We'll see. Now Owen Av made the pass on Jonah. And he's now on his move, I think. Now it's in the pit. No, okay. A little maybe lag or something. XOD still following Moni with Bogues just behind. Now some guy is catching Debo. Now 1.5 seconds the gap. I think some guy could get P4 today. They're starting in the back. At 21 now starting for Asian. 30 with almost 40 seconds of a lead on Racing Uncle. We'll see. Not much DRS thing. We'll just follow Oreo incoming on Dubsy. Need to stop with new softs compared to new arts, still new art because only 2 laps full arts. So Oreo should be faster with new softs. Moni now into the pits for the second time today. Adding new softs to the end. Yes, it's gonna be it for the driver. That's all, and a bit slow here, but still nothing to worry about. Go out, I think. Gonna be in front of Dubsy. So it's gonna be out in P12. We'll see how he's gonna do in the remaining lap of the race. Now we have some guy has catch Debo. We'll follow that battle. It's gonna be the best battle. That's what we're gonna see. A moment, the thing to follow. I think is gonna be it. It's gonna be this Debo and some guy battling, and someone already trying to go side by side with Debo, staying behind for the moment. We'll see. Pretty close now. Yes, the Monson coming to on the Red Bull. 52 caution, so Ferrari. I think it was Karma. Karma is now back. We'll follow the battle leader for 4th position in Debo and Sound guy. They're coming. 130R right there. Last corner, lap 22 start a yellow in the section of some guy and Debo, but it's gone already. Can some guy with the DRS try to move 5/10 the gap? I think it's close enough. We'll see. Not even close enough. Nah. Oh no. Now Owen catch Boaks and XOD. We'll see if he can try and move on one of the Mercedes here. Owen is a bit far to try anything on Boaks in front. Sector 1 yellow. It's an Alpine. Is it 3-2? This I think it was, but he's going now to gravel again. Again some following damage. He's back on track. No safety car, nothing. Karma in the pits. In the Ferrari. Again a yellow. I don't know what it was. I think it was Jonah. He's in P10. Karma in the pits. I think no. Who did another thing? I think 3-2 did another mistake here. Went to grass. I don't know what's happening. Rep has against catch Racing Uncle 1.2 the gap now. We'll see if someone can try any move soon on Debo. And still will follow the group of XOD, Boaks and Owen battling right there. Now a lot to follow coming to the end of the race. Lap 23 out of 27, 16, almost 17 seconds the gap now with between Asian and Rivers King. And Rivers King is now almost in the DRS zone of Racing Uncle. We'll see now some guy what can he do in that straight line. 310 on the gap. The gap is clearly closer than before. This could be an easy pass for some guy. Yes, it is. It's going to be around the inside. People are going to be around the outside. And a pretty good pass. Clean pass by some guy for P4 in the Aston Martin. We'll see if his teammate Owen can try anything on the Mercedes. Boaks is going to try around the outside. Owen around the outside into turn 1. In the pressure. Oh. Was a big steering to the right for Owen. Almost getting contact with Boaks, but I still have taking position here from the outside. Moni to get a faster step with his new soft. 3-2 getting a 6-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. The pass by Owen. We'll see if Owen can try and move also on XOD, the teammate of Boaks, for the end of the race. That would be the best he can hope to have. It's P7 today. I think Owen will still have a penalty, and so they don't have any penalties. So we have to take that into consideration. Some guy as make the gap between him and Debo. Debo don't have the DRS. I think it's gonna be all that some guy gonna be able to do today, but still a very good job by some guy. If that's still like this, now Ruthless King is coming to try a move on Racing Uncle. The DRS is gonna be activated. 6/10 now. The gap. 3-2s has left the session. Thinking of DNF. Karma same thing on DNF. I don't know what happened with 3-2s. He was not in the pit, so. It's sector 1. Oh no, it was in the middle of the track. Lucky to have ghosts in this game. I raced in a league that have no ghosts, so that will be a bit tricky for these drivers if 3-2's car was not in ghosts here. We'll still follow them with Owen now and not the DRS anymore on XOD. And Boaks is pretty close to Owen. We'll see if he can take back position later, but now we'll see if Breakfast King can return to P2 after a lot of laps being behind Racing Uncle and on a good distance. Is now catch back to Racing Uncle. I don't know if Uncle did a mistake or just Breakfast King had more pace suddenly. But now with not a lot of lap left, with Asian leading by 18 freaking seconds now. That's just, I can't believe it. That's Hamilton, bro. Hamilton 2020 again. Like, it's pure domination at this point. We'll see if he can get that. If he can get that second win in a row. Amazing, but now Breakfast King on the end. Lap 25 out of 27 is starting now. 4 the gap between Breakfast King and Racing Uncle. Trying to not give slipstream to each other. And Breakfast King stay behind for the moment. Can Owen try to move now on XOD. Now catch back into DRS on them. The Ferrari in front, so I think XOD got DRS for 1 second, another 2 seconds for Owen. That could cost him a lot here. 6 seconds now. The penalties for Owen. The top 7 have no penalties. And Owen a bit too far trying anything on XOD the year. Still follow Breakfast King and Uncle. With lap 25, 3 laps to go. Little less than 3 laps to go now. To this round 4 of Group 3 of Lightning Speed Racing. We'll still follow there. The two are on R-Star, all the R-Stars. All the top 7 have done 1 stop strategy. Looks pretty bold strategy with a soft medium. If you can make it to the end, this will be pretty incredible with the Ferrari going a bit quiet. She isn't boy. McLaren going slow behind WZ, back on track. I think if it's stay like this with lap 26 now starting for Persuasion with a 19 seconds gap to the lead, I think we're gonna have another race where we have no safety cars here. Breakfast King bit sliding in the exit there. Jonah with another 3 seconds penalty. Second one of the day for Jonah. Whopping 19 second gap. That's pretty tough to, yeah. That's just incredible. That's a incredible performance for a league race. Getting a 19 seconds gap. That's 19 second leads for Asian Persuasion. That's a mind-blowing performance for sure. We'll still follow the Breakfast King Racing Uncle fight for P2 here. We'll see Breakfast King can still take more points than he now they're going side by side, little contact between Racing Uncle and Breakfast King here. Breakfast King with discutable, like, not the best maneuver, but he still take that P2 here. Little contact, banging the wheels a bit, but not big contact. I don't think it's gonna be I think that the steward's gonna worry about. But he still led his position back to Racing Uncle. To be fair, lap 27 start now, last lap. Force of Persuasion now starting 21 seconds a gap. We'll see Breakfast King can take that second position before the end of the race. He's gonna have DRS. At the end, they're gonna be side by side, going into turn 1. Oh, he passed before that, and Breakfast King taking the second position here. But Karma left in the session here. Well, Asian with his winning lap, Grand Prix win laps. Owen now can he try to move on XOD, even if with the penalty I don't think he's gonna stay in front. Jonah also gonna try to move on Box. He's gonna take it around the outside, and Owen gonna take it around the inside of XOD into turn 1. Racing Uncle now a bit back to try and turn 8/10 the gap. Asian is coming to the line pretty soon. We'll follow Asian through his last corner of this Grand Prix. At 27 out of 27. With 21 seconds gap, all domination, another win, another domination by Asian. It's today again, the Thai driver, the Thai umpire, getting into G3. The Williams driver, incredible stuff again. Hoping Hamilton 2020 performance, and on the line is going to be the second win in a row for Asian Persuasion. And yeah, that's going to be it. Incredible stuff. But Asian Persuasion was roaring at the end. He retired before crossing the line, And Breakfast King gonna limited damage and take still the P2 and keep his lead in the driver championship. With Racing Uncle getting that P3 for a podium for Racing Uncle, with DJ losing 5 cents here. Good job. Debo, some guy with the incredible performance, also gaining 12th position here. Finish P4 with Debo in the Red Bull finishing P5. We have Ewok gonna cross the line here for P6. XOD gonna cross the line for P7. Jonah P8 on track. But it's gonna be P9 And the end, both going to be P8. 7 and 8 for the Mercedes. Good performance, team. Good team performance. We're going to have Owen and P10 taking the last point available in that race. Moni, 11 in the ass. Usk, with that 10-second penalty, I think they're going to finish like P14 or something. Owen DNF at the end. What happened? Why Owen DNF? He was P10. I don't understand. That went in the end. Owen was P10. I don't know. Maybe it's a bug by the game. But yeah. That's it. We're gonna have the podium, I think. Right there. With Ace Persuasion, Breakfast King, and Racing Uncle. All on the podium. With a whopping domination. Incredible domination by Ace Persuasion. 21-second gap win. That was incredible. I'll say it again, but yeah. No question about driver of the day. I think him or some guy are the two clearly that can get that driver of the day today. But yeah, still the two same guy at the top. But yeah, he has led all the race, all the laps, all 27 laps. Just don't get the fastest lap. So that's why I don't get the Grand Slam. Here, clean driver day, bro. Most rotate some guy, driver day some guy for sure. Also, and Moni getting the fastest lap here. So that's it for today, lads. I hope you have enjoyed that race. Enjoy my commentary. I'm the best. I know I'm the best. I'm not the best, you know. But still, I'm there for you all the time. And I hope you enjoyed this with this bad win by Ace Persuasion today with a big domination again by the Thai driver. So we'll see you next week for some more Lightning Speed racing races. We're gonna have Group 1 on Saturday by Vakinadak Supeb, a commentator. Group 2 again by Owen FC on Sunday 2 p.m. It's gonna be Saturday 4 p.m. 4 p.m. EST for the Group 1. Saturday, Group 2, 2 p.m. EST with Owen and Ewoke, and Group 3, 4 p.m. EST on Sunday again with me for round 5. Thank you, everyone, and have a good night, have a good day, have a good afternoon. I don't know where you are in the world. Ciao, bye.